Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am the Pink Flamingo. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber or a new subscriber, thank you very much. I appreciate all of the support. For all my royal watchers who stop by the channel for my royal readings, I will be uploading some more of those for you all. So hit the notification bell and be on the lookout for the royal readings. So we're going to get into some celebrity stuff. Now, I just did a reading not that long ago, I believe, on Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. And for most of you who probably watched, and for the people who didn't, go check that out because this might be somewhat of a spoiler alert. I did do a reading on Jennifer and Ben, so you might want to check that out first. So back to what we're talking about. So as you all know, they're talking about this split and Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck not living together. People are moving out. They're not under one roof. And they're going to therapy. Well, at least this is some of the rumors that are on the streets. So I came across an odd, somewhat gossip column today that I was reading, celebrity stuff. And I realized that Jennifer Garner is in the process of planning a wedding, and that she and her partner or her fiance, John Miller, and John Miller is a CEO, I believe, a businessman, are about to tie the knot. I think it's supposed to be in July, this wedding is supposed to be. So I found it very odd when I read that. And then, of course, I saw Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck's daughter, Violet. She just graduated, I believe, high school. And they were so happy. And Jennifer Garner had these tears of joy. And it just looked like a beautiful moment for her. And, of course, Ben having their daughter graduate. So I started getting to thinking. And I was like, well, Jennifer Garner is getting married soon. Violet's heading to college. Is starting to become, that energy of the empty nesters where people send their children off to college and then the house starts to become empty. So I started thinking to myself, I was like, well, maybe Jennifer Garner is now thinking about the future. She has been with John Miller, her fiance, for 5 years, but they've kind of been dragging it out on this wedding. And of course, Garner was with Ben, I believe, for like almost 15 years, if not 15 years. So I can understand why she's not in a rush to kind of pursue the marriage thing. But I did find it odd that now she's kind of ready, which is not odd. I think it makes sense. The children are leaving. It's time to kind of bring that security in with a partner. So I kind of get it. So I started thinking to myself, I was like, well, is Ben somewhat jealous of this? Is Ben reacting off of Jennifer Garner wanting to get married suddenly? Is he hurt by this? Is this where this energy is somewhat coming from? Because it seems like they're saying Jennifer Lopez was not given an invitation to this wedding and Ben Affleck was. So did Ben tell Jennifer Garner he was going to get rid of Jennifer Lopez? Because that's a bit of the drama, honey, on these streets, is that Ben's had this invitation for a while Jennifer didn't receive one. So I'm going to get into the reading because I'm curious to know about Ben and Jennifer Garner. I'm starting to think that some of this I want to break up with Jennifer is somewhat him reacting to maybe Jennifer Garner getting married. How do I put it this way? There are some men out there where when they're married to women and they have their kids, they look at that woman as their permanent wife, if that makes sense. Even if they leave, but you have their children, you're like their permanent wife. They just give you like that position. It's like a weird position that's in their heads. And they think for some reason, if it goes bad, they can return home. So I wonder in my mind if Ben ever thought of the idea of returning home to Jennifer. And he was okay when she had a fiance, but now he's not so okay when he realizes that she's really going to get married. But girl, we're going to get into these cards because I feel like sometimes these are the signs of when someone starts to act a fool for reasons. I don't know if it's just Jennifer anymore. Now, I'll say this. I think Jennifer made a huge mistake. I think she knew he had addiction issues, allegedly, and substance issues. So I think she kind of, I don't know what made her want to pursue this marriage with him. But hey. So I'm going to get into my archetype deck, and I'm going to see how Jennifer Lopez and Jennifer Garner are behind the scenes, if they even get along, because she clearly didn't get a wedding invite. So let's see what this energy is. All right, Spirit, can you give me a few cards for Jennifer Garner's opinion on Jennifer Lopez, please? Jennifer Garner's opinion on Jennifer. Oh. That kind of just slipped. Okay. Any more cards here, Spirit? Jennifer Garner's opinion. Something flip here. Nope. Jennifer Garner's opinion. Jennifer Garner's opinion on Jennifer Lopez. What does she know about this woman? How does she feel about this woman? Any cards here, Spirit, for this? Jennifer Garner's opinion. Oh, wow. What does she think of Jennifer in general? Any more cards for this energy? That's funny. All right, guys. This is starting off. I'm get a couple cards out of this particular deck. And then, oh, I have a deck that fell. Oops. Hold on. Just a second. All right. Uh-oh. Trying to fix a deck. It's kind of falling over. Just want to make sure that it doesn't fall on the floor because we're going to use it. All right. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate that. All right. Any more cards, Jennifer Garner, for Jennifer Lopez? Couple cards here, Spirit, for this energy. Anything she'd like to say about this woman? Any other cards for this energy? All right. So it seems like Jennifer Garner has some good and bad things to say. I got emo for her. I got late bloomer, ego, still like some few interesting ones. So the emo, emotional drama queen, fakes for attention, makes a big deal out of nothing. So she thinks that in general, that Jennifer Lopez is somewhat of a drama queen, that she basically is very dramatic. And as you see on the card here, she makes a big deal out of nothing. And she fakes for attention, is what she's saying about this woman. Her opinion of this woman. She's saying late bloomer, needs time to learn and grow, naive, innocent, success later in life, delayed, slow, steady, and steady rise. So basically what I'm getting from this card is she's basically saying Jennifer Lopez is an individual who's somewhat naive. She needs to learn and she needs to grow as I was saying in my last video, that I think she needs the rebirth and the growth of herself. Um, she's also saying that the woman will have success better off, but like, what's the word I'm looking for? The woman will basically have success later on in life. So what we're seeing of Jennifer right now is not really success. It's limited, because success overall is like your happiness, your health. Those are things that people truly look at as being successful. So Jennifer might not have the perfect man right now, and that might be a problem, which if that's something she wants, she might not be happy. But I think what Jennifer Garner is referencing is that once she kind of evolves, and that might mean getting away from Ben somewhat, she believes Jennifer could be happy. And she's also saying maybe if she stays in this relationship a little longer, maybe they'll learn to get along. Maybe they need time to learn each other. She is saying Jennifer has a bit of an ego, too big to fail, narcissistic, self-important, strong sense of self. So she's saying Jennifer is a bit narcissistic. I've heard Ben say this. She's full of herself. She got a strong sense of importance, self-importance, and she's very much so narcissistic or too big to fail. That type of energy is what she gives off. She's saying the woman is stealth-like, takes action, steps towards something bigger without announcing. Now, if you have not watched the Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck reading, I just said this in that reading. I said that Jennifer has a problem with making big decisions outside of consulting with Ben. She's overly confident and probably a bit naive based on what Jennifer Garner's energy is giving. So she likes to do things without this man consulting her husband somewhat or getting his opinion. It's almost like the same thing with a husband. If he goes out and does something, he should consult his wife before going to do so. It's that 50-50 energy of we're deciding on things together. Jennifer Garner is also saying the woman is somewhat in isolation, remote, alone, deserted, feeling rejected, intense sadness. So right now, Jennifer Garner is basically saying Jennifer Lopez is really alone. So I'm taking it that Ben is not with her. But Jennifer Garner would know this because Jennifer Garner is the mother of his children. So right now, Ben's not around her. So there is truth to this woman living alone and her and Ben not living in the same house. The isolation card is coming up for her. Now, honey, here for the shade. We know that P. Diddy's going through his situation and Jennifer is a tad bit involved. Now, Jennifer Garner got no chill, honey. She threw out the criminal record. She said, long list of offenses, warrants out for them. Warrants out for them. I'll tell you, when I pull these cards, honey, they be matching up with what's going on. But this is how spirit connects. But this is what Jennifer's going. I don't know she got a warrant, but spirit is letting me know through Jennifer Garner's energy that they look at her as a criminal. Now, she does got a couple nice things to say about the woman. Let me go ahead. She says, reveals truth, nonverbal communication. She's saying the woman can be lovable. She is timeless, which I agree. Jennifer is somewhat timeless. She's saying that Jennifer is a bit silly. She's a trickster. She defies convention and imagination. So I would say this is Jennifer. You know, we've been getting a lot of delusional. Well, I was getting a few delusional cards for her in her reading with Ben. So I can see a bit of this, and it somewhat kind of lines up with the naive mindset. I got the pirate card for her. Only fights when there is little option, flees from dangerous situations, reckless, seeks adventure without thoughts of others. So this might have to line up with what I think applies is the particular card what we're looking at, which was the stealth-like, which is takes actions and steps towards something bigger without announcing. This is basically coming back in this card with the one line of seeks adventure without the thought of others. So basically, Spirit is letting me know this woman does a lot on her own without, like, she's with a partner, but she does not utilize her partners. She doesn't, I don't know, she doesn't go to them for support. She doesn't go to them for opinion. So this must be something that Ben complains about, because I'm now seeing it in two different cards. Individualist, temperamental, self-doubt, reactive, anxious in difficult situations. Acts out, rebellious, sensitive to criticism, and withdrawn. So these are the things that she thinks about Jennifer. She says the woman's reactive, which I got the same card in the other read, which was reactive and overreactive for her energy. So reactive is coming back again in this reading, in Jennifer Garner's opinion. She says she's anxious in difficult situations. She acts out. She's very sensitive to criticism, which could be a bad thing, because if someone is trying to help you be a better person and you're just kind of ignoring them, then you probably pretty much won't learn anything as a way to do better, because you don't really hear out criticism. Now, you can hear criticism out if it's done in a polite way, but of course there are some people who are very disrespectful and nobody likes to hear that type of criticism. So the last card, she says Jennifer Lopez is a builder. She's a visionary. Makes sense, because she is in that world of entertainment. Tactical, technical, structured, attention to detail, independent, logical, active, attentive, precision, and problem solver. So she does think that Jennifer, career-wise, is a good working woman. You know, she has her businesses. So a lot of the things I see, like visionary, structured, attention to detail, being independent, logical somewhat, and a problem solver, has a lot to do with business. So she thinks the woman's great business-wise. She does think the woman has a bit of an ego, and she's a bit full of herself. She thinks the woman is a little bit narcissistic. She does think the woman is emo, emotional drama queen. And she does say this woman got a criminal record. She said warrants are out for her. So her and Ben must be talking about this criminal record, honey, that Jennifer should have, or she's about to get. Why are these all mixed up? I don't think it matters. Okay. So I'm going to get into another question. So I'm going to see what Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner's marriage was like, because that's kind of important, because I want to see the similarities. Oh. Okay, I'll take one more card. For this energy spirit, Jennifer Garner's marriage to Ben Affleck. You already gave me a few cards. Any more cards for this energy? Ben Affleck. Jennifer Garner. All right, so I got some things. I'm going to see if I get anything out the Broken Oracle. Just a couple more cards. We got family. I got time. I got influences. Distance. I'm going to see if anything else will come out of this oracle. All right, Spirit, any cards for this marriage, this past marriage between Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck? Any cards here? Jennifer Garner, Ben Affleck. Any other cards? What was she sick and tired of, Spirit? Oh, wow. Okay. So here's some tea. I got the family card, which represents what they had. The whole thing with parenthood, pregnancy. This is what they wanted. This is why they got married and settled down, because they talked about a family. That was their main goal for marriage. So maybe if kids were not involved, maybe they wouldn't have gotten married. But Jennifer Garner's energy is given off. We got married because we wanted a family, we wanted to start a family. I got the time wasting and cycles and moments. So basically, what I'm getting with this card is I wanted a family with you. We made kids together, and that's probably why they stayed until they made all those kids, to be quite honest. But we wanted a family, we wanted the kids. I realized that all those years I wasted my time waiting cycles and moments. So I kept on waiting for you to do the right thing. The cycles would just take over and over. These cycles would continue. They would not stop, is what she's saying. She said influences, attachments, third parties, and peers. Now I'm wondering if some of these attachments could have been women like Jennifer Lopez, because attachments mean ex-girlfriends, ex-relationships. So what I'm getting spirit-wise is Jennifer Garner is saying he was talking to some of his ex-women. I got third parties and peers. So basically what she's saying is Ben cheated on her over and over. It was a cycle. She felt like her time was being wasted. She decided she needed new beginnings, and that's what she did. She's like, I'm going to try over. I need a new direction. I need to start over. This is not how I want to live my life with these influences, right? And influences not only could mean cheating, but also his addictions, because you do have an attachment to substances that can happen. So along with some third party connections, maybe past girlfriends and different things, she got tired of the life. She said, no more. I need to start over. And that's why I got the distant card after the beginnings. And now I got the distant card, the separation, the space, and the distance. Right? Just that distance, the separation, the space, blockage. I want nothing to do with this anymore. After I got that, I got sick and tired. So she was sick and tired. See? Cycles are on here. Cycles are also on here. It's being sick and tired. Two different decks, just going around, going around. This is what you want to do. The minute I forgive you, you're back to doing this. You're back to drinking again. You're back to talking to another woman. So she did not have a great marriage with him. Message, communication, conversation, expressing feelings. And this is what I was saying to you all that I think is going on. I got message, communication, conversation, expressing feelings. And the reason why I believe I got this, guys, is because I feel that as of late, Ben Affleck might actually be talking to his wife, Jennifer Garner. He might be doing that. I have regrets because, his daughter graduating from high school kind of gives that energy off around this time that if we were still married, we'd be almost looking to be empty nesters. We'd almost have the house to ourselves. Like we should be married watching our daughter go off to college. So a lot of people start to regret, or they think through life and they realize that they kind of made a mistake they can't fix. And I think this woman getting married is like also the nail in the coffin. Like he can't handle it. He's having somewhat of a mental breakdown. And this is why I'm also convinced, because I got the message of I'm expressing myself to someone on the low. I'm communicating. And the most important phrase on this is the expression. expressing feelings. Because that lets us know what that communication is about, the expressing of the feelings. And Spirit gave me pictures to connect with the card. Regrets, reminiscing, missing you. So he misses his ex-wife. This is why he's having this whole mental breakdown and somewhat taking it out on Jennifer. Because this woman is about to tie the knot. And I think they say July. So he's probably thinking, Jennifer, how dare she get married? And not Jennifer Lopez, Jennifer Garner, how dare she get married? And she's supposed to be my permanent wife. I don't know if you ladies have heard about that, but it's almost like when a woman moves on, if you have kids with this man or you've been with him for a while, he just thinks that you're like his permanent wife or his permanent partner or his girlfriend or whatever. They don't ever move on. It's like they think in their mind that they could just loop back around when they're good and ready. It's almost like, hi, I was expecting to return to you when all of it failed out here. It's like, no. What made you think I was going to wait? But that's the energy I'm picking up. Like he thought Jennifer Garner was going to sit there and wait on him. This is very interesting. So as you all seen in the card, he misses this woman. He wants to be back with her. That's crazy, right? I thought it was something like that before I even got into these cards. Okay. So we're going to see what else we can find out about this situation, but I'm happy I read because I had a feeling that this is what it was going to be like. So I'm going to see what Jennifer Garner thinks of their marriage, because I'm sure Ben goes over to her house and complains, because now I know he wants Jennifer Garner back. And yeah, this is what this is about. He's having a mental breakdown because this woman might be getting married. It was okay when she was a fiance, but it's not okay now that she's going to get married. It's like, I expected you to sit around and wait for me. I expected to be the only man for you. It's like, that sucks, buddy, doesn't it? So I'm going to get a few cards and I'm going to see what Jennifer Garner thinks about this marriage, because they're saying in these streets, honey, that Jennifer Garner wants Jennifer Lopez and Ben to work it out. So what it's giving, honey, is he came to me and he told me how he felt. And I told him, listen, you better go back to Jennifer, honey, because there's nothing I can do for you, is what it's giving. Because they're saying Jennifer Garner is in full support of Ben and J.Lo fixing their mess. So what it's giving is, Ben, we're never getting back together. And Ben, you're somebody else's problem now. Go over there. I'll be here to fix you sometimes because I got my kids with you. But other than that, don't want you, Ben. Because the only time a woman throws support behind a man and his new wife is when you really don't want that man at all, honey. But this is Ben's energy. He's reminiscing. He wants a woman. All right, so we're going to get right into it. What's the energy here for Jennifer Garner's opinion on Ben Affleck's marriage to Jennifer Lopez? What's her current opinion of this? What does she think? What does she think the problem is in this marriage? I'm sure she's heard about it because they're saying that she would like them to work it out and stay together for his mental health. I don't know about that, but that's what they're saying in these streets. How does Jennifer Garner view this marriage, Spirit? What's the problems here? What does she think Ben and Jennifer Lopez's problems are? Any cards? Any other cards? Any other cards for Jennifer? Oh, one fell on the floor. Sorry. Okay, it felt exactly like this. Any other cards, Spirit? Jennifer Lopez energy. What does Jennifer Garner think of her marriage? Okay. I'll do some quick reading here. All right. So I got the smothering card. Significant other's parent goes overboard and crosses the line consistently in the connection. Wow. So significant other's parent goes overboard and crosses the line consistently in the connection. Puts in their 2 cents in. Now, I will say this. This card is definitely giving Ben Affleck's mother, because they have been saying for a little while that she likes to intervene into Ben's marriages. Like the family kind of inserts themselves. So, significant other's parent goes overboard, crosses the line consistently in the connection, and always puts in their 2 cents. Sounds like a crazy mother-in-law, crazy father-in-law. I got the dating fiasco. Regrets engaging in a short or long-term relationship with a partner. Long-term ramifications, should have known better. See, this is Ben Affleck's energy. Regrets engaging in a short or long-term relationship with a partner. Long-term ramifications. So he knew, which is what we were talking about in the last reading, that he was giving off all the signs that he was somewhat wanting to go slow to me energy wise, and they just moved too quick. And now he regrets being in this long-term relationship with his partner. And Jennifer Garner knows that he regrets his marriage. I'm also getting wanderer. Openly flirts with others in front of significant other. Touchy, feely, pretends to be single, leads others on, attention seeking. So this is the problem Jennifer Garner also had with Ben. He is a little hot in these streets. And as you all can see, based on body language, even with his ex-wife, which we're now learning through my reading here, that this is how he feels about this woman. He's expressed himself. He's expressed his feelings for her as of recently. And this is the problem they had. This is why their marriage ended. He's a wanderer and he flirts. He's very flirtatious, even with Jennifer Garner. So this is something Jennifer Lopez has been struggling with dealing with him. Lovesick. Intense sadness or frustrations that arise from being unable to be loved. Let me repeat that. Intense sadness or frustrations that arise from being unable to be with loved one, physically or emotionally, feels as if one can't move on. So, Spirit is saying lovesick. Basically, someone has this lovesick emotion where they feel so in love with someone that they can't move on. They have intense sadness and they're frustrated. But I believe I got a card for that in Jennifer Garner's energy. Actually, when I asked her about Jennifer Lopez and her opinion, she gave me, what was the card? Because I like to always give a consistent read. She gave us the isolation. She knows Jennifer right now is very emotional and very sad. She's on her own. Like, Ben really does not care. And with this card, Spirit is saying, or Jennifer Garner's energy is saying she's lovesick. She's sick to the stomach. She's holding on to this situation, even though more than likely she should move on, but she feels like she can't move on, which is just at the bottom. So that's her opinion of the marriage. She thinks Ben regrets his marriage. This is what he's been saying. She feels that Ben's mother is a problem in this marriage. She's also saying that Ben is a bit of a flirt. He got a wandering eye. And she's also saying Jennifer Lopez is lovesick and she just doesn't want to move on. She's holding on to the past and the energy of this we're in love, the idea, the delusion of it. So, seems like Jennifer Garner knows what's up, but it seems like she's also trying to get Ben to work his marriage out. And I'm going to see if there's any truth to that. If she actually is. And I'm also going to see what her energy is toward Jennifer. Like, how does she feel about this woman in general? They're saying that there's no invitation. She invited Ben to her wedding, but not Jennifer. So we'll see. All right, Spirit, give me some cards for Jennifer Garner. Why did I say Harville? Jennifer Garner's energy towards Jennifer Lopez. Are they on good terms? Do they talk for the children's sake? What's the energy between these two women? What's the vibe? Do they talk? Do they socialize? Jennifer Garner. Oh, wow. Any more cards? One last card, Spirit. Oh, wow. Very interesting. Okay, so I got the paranoid. Basically, what she's saying is not the insecure, the guarded, I believe. What she's saying is, to be quite honest, actually what I'm getting is both of their energies. I'm getting the paranoid and the cautious. So what she's saying is one of them is probably paranoid of the other one. I kind of feel like it's Jennifer Garner that's somewhat paranoid of Jennifer Lopez's life and how she lives, because she gave me the nightlife card for Jennifer. Like, not saying Jennifer does striptease and gamble in Vegas, but it's kind of symbolizing Hollywood and the people who live in the faster lane of Hollywood, so to speak. Like the people that are out at the parties, the people that are out in the function, they're always on the red carpet. Jennifer Garner seems to be more reserved. So her and Jennifer come from two different types of world in terms of Hollywood. So what she's saying is, I'm a bit cautious of this woman, maybe when my children are around her, based on all the paparazzis that might follow her. She's also saying possibly that there's a bit of paranoia that's coming from Jennifer when it comes to her relationship with Ben. Like maybe she's just on mommy duties trying to take care of the kids, but Jennifer might think other stuff is going on. And Jennifer should probably think that, because what I'm getting in Ben's energy is that he's reminiscing and regretting his marriage and that he actually misses Jennifer Garner. Jennifer Garner's energy gave me puzzled, confused, perplexed, conflicted. So she doesn't really know how to feel about Jennifer as a whole. I guess there's nice things that she likes about Jennifer, but she did give us card like ego and narcissistic, a drama queen. So there's things that you can see in people that you might not be able to stand. But it seems like Jennifer Garner is saying I'm a little conflicted when it comes to this woman. Now I got the envy card, which is where the energy is. So she's saying I feel envy. Either she feels that Jennifer is envious of her, which is more than likely it, because I don't see Jennifer Garner being envious towards Jennifer Lopez, only because Jennifer Garner seems like she's getting married. So I don't see how that would work. But she's saying that since Jennifer Lopez got with Ben, she's somewhat competitive. She's discontent. So the envy card is sitting around their energy because there's that competition level between them. They're not really trying to do this for the kids. They're not on the same playing field somewhat. Like it's almost like Jennifer's playing a whole different game than what Jennifer Garner is playing. That might be what that energy is. She's almost saying like, I'm confused. I don't know how to feel about this woman because I get a little bit of envious energy from her. She's a bit envious. So I'm going to go into my tarot cards and I'm going to see if there's any truth to the madness. And see what we can find. All right, Spirit, can you tell me whether or not Jennifer Garner wants Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck to actually work out? Is there truth to this? What's her energy on their marriage? Does she want it to work out for them? Does she want to see Ben with Jennifer? What's the energy here? Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez, Jennifer Garner's opinion of this marriage. What does she want for Ben? Does she want him to actually work his marriage out, or is this a rumor? Okay, very strong card. Any other cards here, Spirit, for this? Jennifer Garner's energy. How does she feel about their marriage right now on the rocks? Ben Affleck's marriage. How does Jennifer Garner feel? What does she want for them? This married couple. What does she want for the father of her children? Any more cards, Spirit? Okay. Okay, one last card. Jennifer Garner's energy. What does she want for Ben Affleck? Does she want him married? Staying married to Jennifer Lopez? What does Jennifer Garner want? What is her energy? Wow. Okay, so what I got in Jennifer Garner's energy, based on what she wants for Ben, there is truth to this. So I got the first card, which is the Lover's card in the upright. So with the Lover's card, Jennifer Garner is saying, yeah, I would like them to stay together. I would like the union to continue. I would like their relationship, the alignment. I'd like to see the harmony in this. I'd love to see the love for them. I would like for it to work for him. So there is truth to this. She's also giving the motherhood card, the Empress card. So she doesn't have bad things to necessarily say about Jennifer Lopez. She's okay with Jennifer being the mom to her children, being the stepmother. She's okay with her being nurturing and doing the motherly things with her children. So she's not selfish in that way. I got the Eight of Wands. What she's saying is that they probably need to take time out to focus on whatever it is that they're having their issues with. So they do need to take that time out, is what she's saying with this Eight of Wands energy in the reverse. She's also saying with the Four of Swords that they need healing. Oh, thanks for that, you all. Disappear. They need healing. So, all right. I'm going to do where are we at? Okay, we could do one last thing here. Let's shuffle and see what the energy is in general right now between Jennifer and her husband. Like, let's see if Ben Affleck is actually willing to work this out, because if this is what Jennifer Garner is telling him, hey, you should probably try to work it out with your wife. Maybe he's thinking about it. So I'm going to shuffle some cards and see what comes up energy-wise in 2 different decks and see what the energy is between them in general. If they're both thinking about any kind of reconciliation or anything like that. So I'll see what comes out of my Oracle deck. Oh, 2 cards kind of did their thing. Oh, there it is. One last card. Will they get a divorce here, Spirit? What's their energy right now? The energy for Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. Oh, man. Yo. And I'm going to bring out my cards and see what else I can find on this. Okay. So basically what I got is nourish, self-growth, self-focus, soul-finding. So Spirit is letting me know that they very well might end up parting ways and just doing the whole soul thing and focusing on themselves. I got the longing, which you all have already seen in this deck. Now we can confirm it. Spirit is giving me again the longing. Ben Affleck has a craving, aching, and the wanting. He is longing to be with Jennifer Garner. He really wish he didn't mess his marriage up. Like, he's regretful. He has a longing and a craving and an aching and a wanting to be back with this woman. And I'm wondering if it has all this stuff to do, because sometimes people go through those midlife crises where they start to realize, like, what was I doing a couple years ago? And he's probably seeing his daughter graduate, and then Jennifer Garner getting ready to marry the CEO, John Miller. I think it kind of sent him a little off. His intuition, heart song, telepathy, inner knowing. So basically what I'm getting is his intuition. He's always known that Jennifer Garner was that woman for him. And here's the thing. I'm not trying to bash Jennifer Lopez in any way, but I think sometimes when a man has spent maybe 15 years with a woman, not saying that he can't move on and love again, because we all can move on and love again, but 15 years is a long time. There's a lot of things that you've been through together. And I got the only you card. He's saying devoted, attached, and crave. This is the same thing that's in the longing. Craving, right on the top there. Craving, crave, right on the bottom. He's saying, I want to be with this woman. Only her. I was stupid. Only her. I should have known. It shouldn't take her getting married in a couple months for me to know better. And Spirit gave me his last card. Withdrawn, single, lonely, solitary. This is going to be him. It's almost like Spirit is saying if he can't marry Jennifer Garner, he may never marry again. So if he does not work on this marriage, guys, with Jennifer Lopez, Ben Affleck might end up being like the next Leonardo DiCaprio, honey. He might not end up with no women. He might just die like a bachelor. Because a lot of men don't learn that lesson, and it's not men. So let me not just say that it's men, but a lot of people don't learn the lesson of when you're with someone, appreciate them. Because when they're gone, you can't fix it. And life moves on. And there's no one that's going to sit around and be your permanent husband or your permanent girlfriend. So you can kind of regroup and go back. So I'm going to shuffle up one last shuffle, and I'm going to see myself what it is that Spirit is predicting for this couple. All right, Spirit, give me a couple cards for Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. What's the energy now? Oh, wow. Any other cards, Spirit, for Jennifer Lopez? Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, their marriage currently. Can you give me a couple cards for that energy, please? Jennifer Lopez. One last card, Spirit, for this couple, or a couple more, just so I get clarity here. Jennifer Lopez, Ben Affleck energy. Oh, wow. Any more cards, Spirit? Oh, wow. Okay, that's enough. So Spirit is saying the Justice card in the upright, as you can see here, legal matters. So Spirit's letting me know the divorce or the starting of a divorce is a real thing. Like they're really going through this legal stuff. Spirit is also saying that even though they're going through this divorce, there might be a period where they might feel their harmony is restored. And honey, they might give us the next few weeks of this, is what Spirit is saying. They might actually come back together, do the therapy thing, and really try to be together. So they might give us another 6 months, honey. They might even give us a year if they want to. But Spirit is saying the Nine of Swords in the upright. This is mental anguish. There's just it's nightmares coming their way. Like them trying to do the harmony thing is not going to work. So they might as well just give it up, is what Spirit is saying. They're going to have nightmare, anxiety, dark thoughts. This is traumatizing to them. They really just don't belong together. They just are not healthy together. And Spirit gave me the Lovers card in reverse this time for them. They're misaligned. Their values are misaligned. They have disharmony. They're disconnected. They're imbalanced. They got trust issues. They do not belong together. So Spirit's letting me know they're going to separate. They might do this whole harmony thing. Right now, this is where they're at. They're filing these legal papers and they're trying their best to fix this. They're going through probably therapy as well as filing this divorce. And Spirit is saying they might find common ground for a little bit. They might figure out how to work it out. They might find harmony. But Spirit says Nine of Swords, it's not going to be for too long. The mental anguish of it all and the pain is all going to come back. And Spirit gave us the Lovers card in the reverse. They will not stay together. When they are supposed to be together, it looks like this. There's harmony, there's connection, there's healing, there's a bunch of things going on. This is what Spirit's giving me, this in reverse. So they might give us a couple more weeks, honey, of the show, is what Spirit's giving, but yeah. And Spirit is letting me know with all these cards, these are a different deck. And I still got his feelings in this for this woman still. Expressing his feelings. This is what he's been doing maybe in the last couple months to Jennifer Garner. He maybe knew that this woman's getting married and he's probably like, Jennifer, please don't get married. Don't get married. We can try to work it out for the kids. Jennifer Garner's through, honey. She said, listen, you and Jennifer go fix y'all problem over there. I am okay. This is what he's saying. I have regrets. I'm reminiscing about our past, our 15 years. I'm missing you. He's saying in this card, longing. I'm craving this woman. Only you. I'm craving you now suddenly. Craving right here. So, and Spirit's letting me know he's always had the inner knowing that him and Jennifer Lopez were never going to work. And he's always known deep down inside that he's always felt this way about this woman. But in the end, this is what he'll be. He's more than likely going to be withdrawn. As you guys see, the Lovers card came in reverse. Ben Affleck is more than likely out of there. So they could probably do this therapy thing. They might get back together for a few months. They might give us a year. But yeah, inevitably, it's going to be done. There's just nothing to hold on to, especially when energy-wise, I'm picking up that he's really into his ex-wife. I thought about it, but I was thinking to myself, I was like, maybe it's been a little while, so he's could have moved, you know. But I was like, you know what? His daughter's graduation just occurred. Stuff like that triggers people's mental because they're thinking how life should have been. And then they can't put the pieces back together. So this is his reason for like breaking up his current situation with Jennifer Lopez, because he's like, I sat with you all this time. And he might even be blaming Jennifer Lopez for holding on to him. Because you know how some people will start to think like, oh, if I wasn't here with you, I would have been pursuing her. So in his mind, I wonder if he even feels that there was a shot or a chance that he could have ever got back with Jennifer Garner. But now he feels that it's over and it's done with because she's planning her wedding and she's really moving on. Because being engaged for 5 years doesn't mean you're going to marry someone. So him now understanding that these invitations are going out and this is going into full effect, this is what's disturbing this man. And this is why he's acting out. This is why he's like, you know what, Jennifer, I need to file a divorce. I'm not happy. It's like it took Jennifer Garner finding her happiness for you to realize that you weren't happy. But I'll let you all in the comment section let me know what you think. But I am getting cards of him missing and longing for this woman and wanting to be with her suddenly. And I had a feeling that this was going to be the situation. I really did. I really did. It's amazing though, no matter the energy I pull Jennifer Garner's energy and we're still getting cards like criminal record, honey, with P. Diddy. This is how Jennifer Garner sees her. She says she's a criminal. I got the emo and the drama queen, the ego and the narcissist. These cards have to be the funniest. The criminal record right now and the ego, the drama queen, spirit. But anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed my celebrity reading. We will be back, honey, for some more. If you guys have any celebrity requests, I'm going to try to put some on the poll and see if we can vote for celebrity readings, which one we prefer to do first. But let me know what you all think. Leave in the comment section. Let me know what you think about Jennifer. Do you think there's a possibility that Ben Affleck is acting out now because he knows Jennifer Garner is about to get married in the next couple of months? Okay. Or do you think it's just Jennifer Lopez and him just having their own regular issues? Because they've had these issues now for a while, honey. So I wanted to know what it was that brought him to the breaking point. And my guess, and based on what cards are saying here, honey, it's this marriage that's about to take place that's pushed him over the edge. I always thought I had access to my ex-wife. I always thought I could circle the block, honey, and come back around. But I'm realizing that no, there's another man that's going to play daddy in the house. And he's going to be CEO and father, husband to her. I'm going to have to acknowledge that that's her husband. When I was her husband for 15 years and these are my children. Let me know what you all think. Until next time, bye-bye.